Welcome back to Satisfactory. We're at the blueprint designer at the coal power location, so you know that means we're working on something to make this coal build a little bit easier. And you're right, that is exactly what we're doing. We're setting up the utility level, let's call it, power storage and water extraction. That's going to be all of this area right here. We're going to pump it up to the generators. Obviously, we're going to store the power wherever it is. So in order to do that, we need two blueprints. Now I'll explain why we need two in the next video. But for right now, we just need to put in... Actually, you know what? Let's do it with half foundations. Let's start with half foundations. Like that. And we'll click there. And then we'll click there. And one more. We're targeting these for the absolute middle. Okay. And so since the connector for these are hanging over here, when we can just do it direct, right? We can just say that and that and that. Now we have no wires and no clipping. I mean, is it clipping if you can't see the clipping? Okay, and then in this one of these, let's just say it's this side, we'll connect you here in the middle again. Like that. And then if we... How many connections do we have here? 3 of 4. So we've got it. We've got this. We'll do another half foundation on this side. Then we'll click on this. Nope, we don't want to click on that. We want to click on this one and connect it like that. Connect that. So there we go. That blueprint is done. So you can see how we're going to have this connection connect when these are laid out to this. And then, I wonder, how many connections do we have on this guy? We could put in one more half foundation to connect the water. So let's do that. We'll let this be a strictly pass-through power connection. And then this will be the connection for our water extractor. We just put that right back where it was. That's a low wire 2 foundation power storage beauty. Right? We'll connect this. You'll see a little bit of wire here. We'll connect this to the water extractor. And then we'll connect this down the row to effectively this. I'm surprised it's giving me that connection. What's going on here? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Because we've got this internal one that's giving us a bunch of connections. So this is perfect. Perfect. We're going to call that Right there. Just like that. Okay? That's it for blueprint number 1. We'll call it coal power storage. That's fun. We'll select the power storage icon. Done. Save. So that's half of the blueprint done. And then, let's not do that. Let's just use the mechanism, clear it. And then on the other side, pretty sure all we need is a 2 foundation walkway, like that. And as soon as I said walkway, I had a thought. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do some logistics work. We're going to put 2 stackable right on the edge here in the middle, and we'll stack it. So you'll be able to walk here easily, but we'll also be able to connect 2 Mark 1 pipes, which is effectively 600 liquid. Don't hate me. That's just how I'm using this. So it's going to be basically a double-barreled approach. And then actually, I think there is no and then. The only and then would be if you want to decorate, and I do want to decorate. Let's put a little bit of work, not a lot, a little bit. We'll put this like that. We'll leave these open for some reason. Right, so we know we want to make this our mega walkway, so that's just going to be run. The question will be, should I take one of these out so the water can sit? And then the other question is, I think we'll connect here like that. So we'll probably want to put 2... We'll probably want to put this railing like this on the other one, so you can run across here. So every other time you can do that, and then you can run across. Yep, I like this. Now, how far up do you think this is going to land? And I know I'm kind of going on and on here, but we want this to probably be back a little bit, but not too much. We might be able to fit it if we do it by 3. Either that, or we're gonna have to take one of these out. We'll test that before we get into it. We'll just put in one and see how it lands. Okay, so I think we're good here. We'll call this one coal power water walkway. All right, and we'll use is it called elevated? Is it called stackable? Yes. And save that. Then clear, load. connect that like that, and then we'll resave this one. And then I think we're in a good spot. All right, let's go to Blueprint 2. Let's do a little test. We're not going to do a huge test. We're going to do a little test. Coal power walkway, that's a 3. Coal power storage, that's a 4. We want access to the water extractor. Let's make that a 1. That's actually production. What else do we want? I think that's it. Oh, wait. We do want the logistics of the pipe. And the cross junction. And eventually we're going to want the pump. But that pump's going to be way down there. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's test this out. See how it looks. My center point is based off of this ramp. So this is right in the center, right here. So this side is the one we want to start with, if we can get it connected in a reasonable manner. This is going to be our initial walkway. Oh, that was easy. That looks like it's about right off the bat. And then we're going to build the battery. And maybe now we need to go blueprint mode. Why is it connecting in the center? You're being weird. Okay. Let's not go blueprint mode. I mean, the other way to go about this is to just accept that weirdness, go into blueprint mode, and just connect it like that. This is partially why we're doing the test. That actually kind of could look cool, just to have a little bit of water there. Now, that does mean we need to shift this. So let's do that now while we're thinking about it. Let's just make a quick adjustment to that blueprint. So we'll load coal power walkway. Okay. Well, it's going to be curious to figure out why it picked that particular location. We do need to make sure that we keep this rotated correctly. So it's always like that. And then we'll build another battery. Ah, we ran out of wire. I knew I should have put this on a to-do list. scanning for wire. Wire located. Huh. It's connecting in that kind of same weird spot. I guess if it's connecting in the same spot, though, it's not weird. It doesn't like being a 3-block blueprint. We'll have to figure out what we did wrong there, but I think the general premise stands. We just need to shift this. So I need to add 1 and then subtract 1. I could do it off camera, but we've come this far. We're perfecting this blueprint right now. What I say, add 1, subtract 1. So that means where I'm starting, we add 1, and where we previously ended, we subtract 1. Subtract 1, add 1. Okay, save that. Let's see if we have enough. We do. Let's connect you. Like that. Okay, and then this, connect the top one first, connects like that, that connects like that, and then in this area right here, we drop a single, well-placed, super happy, semi-centered. Let's see, 3 railings on that side, 3 railings on this side, so we're shooting for right in the middle here. It's not going to be perfectly center. And then that will connect up to here. Oh no, it's giving me weird. It's giving me nothing. I'm thinking horizontal to vertical. Boom. You're perfect. Why do these come out gray and that one came out orange? We'll have to work on that. And then we'll just connect the power. I think I would like the power better right here. Uh-oh. We rotated this. We rotated this. Yeah, see, these are facing in and these are facing in. So now the connectors are not available. Okay. So I think we're going to make one last adjustment to the battery side. And then we'll be done. We need to make that hard to mess up. Because if it's hard to mess up, you can build it faster. One way to do this would be just to have 3 plugs. Right? And that way you always have the same options no matter what. That's probably too much. Well, that guy can afford it. This guy can't afford it. He is out of connections. Yeah, this is a bit of a game, but we got it. We're going to put in another 2-meter foundation. Like that. And then we're just... connect you. And we'll connect you over here. And now we just have to figure out how to connect this side to something else. I think that actually will work. And then that still has 2 connections. That one only has 1. Yeah, so these are all super available for additional connections. So now the only question is how do we deal on the clipping? Maybe let's put this in the right location. Yeah, you can see it a little bit right there. Let's get weird. No one's ever going to see that. But now, no one's ever going to see that. That's a foolproof method. We'll save that, and we're done. So next time we build this, it won't matter which rotation we choose. It'll just work. It will just work. And then the other thing we'll do, and this is for the build out video, but just so you know, at some point we'll just run back. We'll run these cables back. You know, for this one, we're not going to rebuild it. So we'll just connect you to the middle here. I guess this is a good way to test to make sure we're happy with how this looks. And then we'll just run this cable straight up. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. 45-degree angle. Looks like we did it on purpose. Oh look, these pipes aren't gray anymore. And now I'll have to come back and decide if I want to figure out how to default these pipes. I might also go back and get the smooth pipe. But that's definitely a topic for another day. We have power already kind of running low right here. So if we adjusted this, we could probably find a good way, a discrete way to get power to this part of the factory. I saw those polygons. So it's just a matter of like figuring out how to get this. I mean, we could probably do it right now. If we didn't care, it would probably connect. Yeah. Of course, we don't want that giant wire across. And that's if we want to keep this pool. If we want to keep this first pool, we might not. If we get rid of this, then we could hook this whole thing up right now. But if we want to keep this little pool, then I think it makes more sense to maybe run the cable across this way. And then at some point, you know, on the third or fourth one, connect it over here. It would be interesting this is our first one, so it's going to be a little off. When we give the factory tour, we'll just not show this one. Now, connecting between these two is going to be a requirement. It drops just in time. I think it works. Let's connect power just so we can test. We'll disconnect it. But we want to test to make sure that this water can get up and over. Looks like the built-in head lift is trying to help me out. Okay, and we are getting water. So the fun question for you is, what is the throughput if I pull from both these pipes? Like, the water can go in, around, and in here, and I could pull from this lower pipe and from this upper pipe. Now, we're only gonna set this up on one side, right? This is 1 of 8 of 12. So that's all that. I think that's our shot. And then the power that we're storing now Yeah, we didn't lose power. We just added 60% more than we had. We had 4 of these batteries, and now we have 10. Wait, that's actually 120% more. And so 150% more. I can do math in my head. And so we're at the point now where we're storing some power, and we're going to need that power stored for when we try to kickstart this whole thing. Eventually, though, I think this pipe's going to fill up, and then everything will shut down. So yeah, we're going to build this down the line, 7 more extractors down this line. And then we'll do that, I believe it's 12 more times. Yeah. And that'll be our utility basement based off of those 2 blueprints. And then once again, you'll find out why I had to break that up into 2 blueprints next episode. What do you think, though? You know, on this first one, I could just have foundation it, keep like a mini pool. Nah, we should set it up. We'll set it up. We'll run the wire across here and then connect it to the main power. So there you go. And as far as lighting, I'm going to put the lighting in as a feature of the floor that holds the coal generators. Yep. So that's our power storage and water extractor blueprints for our coal generator mini mega project. I don't know. Is 100 coal generators count as mega? I kind of feel like it does, but I'll leave that to you to decide. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. And we'll see you next time, specifically with the explanation of why we had to do this in 2 blueprints.